Hi, everybody. I hope everyone is safe and well and that you guys are okay. I miss you all very, very much. And I hope, again, you guys are okay and safe and are staying inside and washing your hands and everything. Um, but yeah, I miss you all very much. We are going to go ahead and get into week 6 to keep this video kind of short for you. Um, and yeah, so let's do this. All right, so the first thing is, if you notice, we have our week 6 check-in. Please make sure you do that. It is very important that you do this for every single class that you have, because what that does, it allows us to kind of make sure that we are um, making sure that we are doing um, again, attendance policy reasons, but also too, it allows us to check in with you. They are private, so anything you put on there, no one else knows except me. Again, so if you need support in something, that's totally fine. I can support you in any way that I can. So please make sure again that you fill out that information as quickly as you can. Um, and if you have not done so in the past few weeks, please make sure you go back and do those. Um, okay, so moving on, so you have the week check-in. There's a cool video there that I wanted you to check out. It's pretty cool if you want to watch it. Moving on, so your week 6 agenda, we have our week 6 check-in, our perspective shading, our week 6 assignment, and then, of course, your exit ticket. So again, you only have 3 things that you need to do for me this week. One being your week check-in, which should be routine by now. Your perspective assignment we are going to do. And then, of course, the last one is your exit ticket. So the week check-in and your exit ticket are 2 things you should do every week for me off the bat. 2 things you should do. The other thing is usually your assignment. Of course, if you have missed last week's information, if you look over to the left. Um, if you look here, it says last week's information. So if you have missed last week's information, go ahead and click on that and get yourself caught up. We are going to work on some shading. So that is our main thing today, is shading. So we're going to kind of go over that. Our last, let's kind of get into some other stuff. Some more things from last week that I wanted to talk about were some great examples. So there was multiple examples last week. So I'm so proud of you guys. Like, I literally, no joke, almost cried. Um, I look like the Star Wars air pilots. Anyways, um, okay, so examples from last week. There was tons of them. So I'm very proud of every single one of you that turned in this assignment because you nailed it out of the park. So I'm very proud of you guys. And no one got a 0 because everyone nailed everything that was needed. So here are some really good examples that I felt like I wanted to share with you guys. The top one here is Ava's. She did very good with she added some shading. She added the vanishing point. Her vanishing point is actually really tiny, which is great, Ava. Good job. Owen Sutton here, Mr. Sutton. Again, the shading technique, the line quality, it looks digitally rendered. Like, I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Another person whose technique and work was just superb was Steve down here. Another person that, again, the lines are so crisp, and the detail, he actually didn't do shading, but it looks like he literally did this on a computer. Like, I was like, whoa, this is so good. I'm so proud of you. Um, and the vanishing point, like, everything is going to the vanishing point. It's there, but it actually looks more like as if it's part of the image rather than it's like I have a point on a paper. It looks all complete, and I'm very proud of you for that, because I was like, that's absolutely amazing. So great job, Steve, and Sutton, and Ava. And of course, our last person over here is Ben. So Ben played a little bit with doing an F, which is really great. One thing that I really liked about Ben's was actually his second stage, so this top one way up here. I loved the fact that he, had it going from big to small, because that's the biggest thing that we need to remember in perspective, is that it's going from big to small, right? It's the same finger, but it's going, as I pull it away from you, it's getting smaller. In my head, it looks way bigger than my fingers, but I bring them up here and my fingers look way bigger than my head, right? And that's that foreshortening that we've been talking about. And that's the most important thing that you need to remember with foreshortening, right? Right now, like I said, my fingers look as big as my head, but when I bring them back, they're really not. Okay. And that's that trick or foreshortening that freaks people out. And Ben did really good with that. So very good job. All right. So the next thing that we're going to go over, the few things that are very important is that you need to make sure that you watch this video. Please watch this video. It does go over the rules of light in like 2D. It does go into photography, so I did snip it to 245. But the biggest thing is it goes over the rules of light, and it's an amazing video. I use it for photography because, again, we're taking a three-dimensional object and we want it to make it look 3D on a 2D surface. So it's very important that you watch this video. Okay, and again, I'm going to go back over here. This also is my way of going over what exactly was being said in that video, just just in my way, if that makes sense. So again, of course, please watch this video. It does go over lighting again. It goes over perspective. It goes over how important lighting is to make it look three-dimensional. And then it also goes over here, this information as well, light, dark, and middle, right? You need to have three forms of light. We need to have our, we need to have our light or your highlight, your shadow, and then of course that middle tone in between. So you need to have at least those three forms of light within your final assessment or in this assessment or assignment. I'm sorry, not assessment, assignment for the week. So again, you need to have those three shades in your assignment, and I'm going to go over that in a second. So please make sure you watch this video so you know exactly what the three forms of light that I need from you to render something three-dimensional on a 2D surface. So again, rendering something three-dimensional, something 3D on a 2D surface, making something look real on a flat surface. All right, so with that being said, let's go right into your assignment. So your assignment this week is to create a graffiti tag or your name in perspective. So I did my first name. You can choose any name that you want. I really don't care as long as it's school appropriate. The biggest thing is that when you're doing your assignment, I really want you to focus in on, there's two ways you can do this. Okay, you can do this with me and follow the video steps that are here. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Or you can just dive in. If you want to just dive in and you don't want to watch the videos, then click on this part here. Just dive in. That's totally fine. It's really up to you. If you're someone that has a lot of AP courses and you really just want to get this done, I respect you and I understand that. This might be an option for you. Okay, that will allow you to kind of go through the steps a little bit quicker. It is a lot of independent work though, because there's not me kind of guiding you through it. So if you're someone that likes to just dive into your art or dive into a project, boom, this is your best option. If you're someone that needs steps like me, then do the steps just to make sure that you are getting it from step to step to step. The last thing that I have to go over here is your challenge. There is a challenge for you if you're interested. It is not required at all. You don't have to do it at all. That's totally fine. But if you're bored and you just want to play with your name a little bit more or play with perspective a little bit more, the challenge is a really fun way of doing it. It is 2-point perspective, something we haven't quite gone over, but everything that we've learned up until this point will get you to do this challenge complete. It's just you're now playing with 2 points instead of just one. So you have 2 here instead of just 1. So if you want a challenge, go ahead and do it. If not, it's not required. The only thing required is, if you look at your screen, is this piece here that's kind of like I took in a picture. So if you look really closely, some things that I really want you to focus in on. See if I can zoom in. Nope, nope. Ah, I did it wrong. Let me go ahead and zoom back out. Sorry. Let me click on present. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to try to keep this video short as much as I can, but this is the biggest thing I need to go over with you, is what you're going to be graded on. So if you look over here on this little picture, right, that says Mary, this is what you're going to be graded on. So you need that horizon line. I definitely want to make sure you have a horizon line. Do you have a vanishing point? So do you have something that all of your converging lines are meeting at? Or are your lines like crooked? Make sure they're meeting at the point. Okay. The next thing is also too, the biggest thing that we're working on again is shading. So one, do you have shading included, either with a pen, Sharpie, markers, crayons, pencil, whatever. Anything that you have in your household that you can shade with is totally fine. Paint, that's totally fine too. But again, I'm going to look for those 3 tones, the light, the middle, and then the dark. If you look here, my tones that I did was I did black for my dark. I did white because I wanted the contrast. And then, of course, for color, I did it 2 different ways. On the M, I have it done in pen because the tutorial explains. But other parts, I did it I kind of switched it a little bit. But I still have the 3 tones of dark, light, and then I did color as my middle tone. So whatever color that I had. So if you look really closely here, again, I have the dark, the gray, the light here in the M. This one I did the dark, and then I actually changed my white to a yellow. And I explained why, if you wanted to not do the white. This one I did green as my base tone, dark, again, black, and then that white. And all this does is it just pops out your name. It makes it look 3-dimensional. It looks like your name is popping off the page. And again, the other thing that I'm really looking forward to is also, are your lines straight? Are you trying to get them straight? And then also your cutoff line. So if you look really closely here at the, actually, you know what, let's go to this R. So if you look at the R here, this curve is continuing here, right? But that curved cutoff line, right, the part that it ends, matches with the Y. It also matches with the A. That's the most important thing, right? Are your cutoffs straight? Do they match up? Do you have the color? And then again, it colors. Those are the 3 things that I'll be looking for, and they're actually on the rubric in Google Classroom. So if you're still confused, go to Google Classroom to the assignment, and I have it all on the rubric there too as well. Okay. So that's that. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this thing. All right, moving on. All right, exit ticket. Yay. All right, exit ticket. So your exit ticket, again, it's actually just 1 question this week. It's a drawing one that you can do on the interactive worksheets. If you click on it, it should go straight to a link. I decided not to do D block, B block. It was just too confusing for me to go back and forth and see which one is which. I'm just going to do one for foundational, so everyone should do it. So it's just 1 link for you. So you have 1 exit ticket you need to do. If you have problems logging in, please go to the directions to log in first if you have not set up that account. The other thing that you have to is, let's say, for example, a few of you came later in the week and said that you were having technical difficulties with the link. If you're having technical difficulties with the link, click on having technical issues. It will lead you to another exit ticket that you can complete on Google Slides. So again, if your exit ticket for the interactive worksheet is not working, technical issues, you need to complete a different one, please use this one here. And of course, login directions are right there. All right, the next one is I need help. So if you need help with anything, have any questions, don't know what to do, or having technical issues and whatever issues that you have, please make sure you do I need help. Click on that, fill out the form. Again, it's private. No one else sees it. It's just me. Or you can email me at owens@wellspringprep.com. You can also, if you Gchat me, which is if you come up here, it's called Google Hangouts. You click on that, then it will actually lead you to a little screen, and you can just type in my email, and my face, this little face up here, this little face right here will pop up. Once it pops up, just type in I need help. I need help. And I will answer you either then or I'll answer with you within 24 hours. The last thing, of course, that is it. I'm going to go ahead and stop and you're finished. Please make sure you upload all of your assignments from this week. And remember, that is your weekly check-in. That is your week assignment. And then, of course, your exit ticket. So there's only 3 things you need to do for art. If you have any questions, or if this technique is not working for you, you need something else instead, please let me know right away so that I can accommodate you in any way. Again, please stay safe. Wash your hands. I miss you all very much. I hope you are all safe. I miss everyone. I really do. I did send out some new letters to some of you, so please keep an eye in your mailbox this week. If not, then it takes about 4 days, 3 days, I don't know, depending on where you live. So please keep an eye out for those, and I miss you all very much. And adios, guys. Bye.